we're going to be adding rational numbers. Okay, and as you can see here, we have decimals and we have fractions. So we're going to work with the one that we feel more comfortable with. In this case, we've been working a lot on changing fractions into decimals. So that will be my first step, okay? I'm going to start with this fraction first, and I'm also going to start with this fraction. I have an improper fraction, and I have a fraction here. So what I'm going to do, the easiest way to do this is to, my way is the following. I'm going to change my improper fraction first into a mixed number. Change this into a mixed number. 4 goes into 6 one time, right? My denominator will be the same. It will be 4. I'm going to subtract this. 6 minus 4 will give me equals to a 2. Is that right? So now, I still have, how I'm going to change this is when I was into a decimal. I have to simplify this, and we're going to simplify, and now this is going to become a 1/2. And as we all know, 1/2 is going to be equals to 1.5. Okay? That's my first. I'm changing it from improper fraction to a mixed number, from a mixed number into a decimal. I'm going to proceed by doing the following. I know I have a negative in front of my parentheses. That means that the inside of my parentheses is either going to change inverse, or if you want to call it opposite, it's fine. So this is going to become now, instead of positive 3/8, now it's going to become negative 3/8. But wait a minute, how are we going to change this to a decimal? The way that change this to a decimal is that I'm going to, without forgetting my negative, I'm going to write my negative here, that way I don't forget. I'm going to make my division. So what I'm going to divide, my 3 goes in, my 8 goes out, and as we know, number line will be always my best friend. So what I'm going to do is that on my number line, I'm going to start with the following. I know that 8 does not go into 3, so that will give me equals to a 0 here. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to add an imaginary 0. This imaginary 0 is telling me that if I'm adding the imaginary 0, I must put here a decimal. So I'm going to start now with my times table of 8. Okay? So now I have 1 times 8, 8. 2 times 8, 16. 3 times 8, 24. Keep in mind that we must get close to the 30. Not more than 30, close to the 30. Now 4 times 8 will be equals to 32. Okay? So now here, this is what I have. I have that, and I'm going to have now 3 on top. My 24 goes right there. Do we understand that? So now I'm going to subtract this, and this will give me a 10, and this will give me a 2. Okay? So that will give me a 6, and I'm going to bring down a 0. From there, this is what I'm going to do now. I have a 60, but Ms. Venancio, you don't have a 60 here, but I do have my 60 because this is what I'm going to do now. If I know that my 3 plus my 4 give me equals to a 7, I'm going to add my 24 plus my 32. Because 15 plus 4 is 7, 24 plus 32 will give me 4 plus 2 will give me equals to 6, 2 plus 3 will give me equals to 5. And that means that 8 times 7 is equals 56. So I'm going to write my 56 right here. I'm going to subtract, this becomes a 10, and this becomes a 5. I have a 4, and I have a 0. Now I know here, 2 plus 3 equals to 5, 60 plus 24 equals to 40. So that will give me my 40, my 5 goes on top, and my 40 goes at the bottom. So now I have my completely, I forgot to write my 7 here, wait, before my 5, my 7 and my 5, because I used also my 7. So now I have what is my decimal. I just changed my decimal. So this is what I'm going to do. Now that everything is changed to decimal, I'm going to write it as my negative and all my positive. This will go on my negative. Here I will have my positive. The next one, since it's positive, it goes into my positive. Following by, this became a negative, and it's going to be a negative. And I have to line up my decimals. I have to remember to do that. Okay? So following by the, adding it up, 4, 5. Okay? So now I have here my 0 and 0. I'm going to have 5. I will have 7. I will have 8. And I will have my 5. All my negatives must be added to. So now I ended up with a negative, and I ended up with a positive, negative, and positive. Okay, let's start now. It's supposed to be a negative 39. Okay, that is fine. It's a positive here. So what I'm supposed to be doing is that now I'm going to check which one do I have the most. I have most of my negative. So this is what I'm going to write here, negative. My positive is going to go under my negative because I know that when I have a negative and a positive, I need to subtract. So I'm going to line them up. And this is what I'm going to have left. I will have my imaginary zeros, 5, 7, 4, is that right? And 0 as my negative. And that should be my final answer to complete addition and subtraction of rational numbers. We will go over this again, and we're going to do another problem or later on. Okay? So far, any more questions? That is it.